Have you ever been completely frozen? Not because you didn't know what to do, but because every option felt like a loss? You're not the first. You won't be the last. And 5,000 years ago, one of the greatest warriors who ever lived sat down in the middle of a battlefield and fell apart. What happened next changed the world. This is the Bhagavad Gita, and it begins with a father's fear. The Bhagavad Gita, Chapter 1, Verse 1, Ancient Wisdom, Real Life. Welcome. In this series, we go verse by verse through the Bhagavad Gita as a living guide for your battles right now. Chapter 1, Verse 1, Dhritarashtra said, "O Sanjaya, after assembling in the holy land of Kurukshetra, eager to fight, what did my sons and the sons of Pandu do?" 23 words. And yet, packed inside this single question is every emotion you've ever felt in a moment of crisis. Fear, anxiety, attachment, hope, dread. Let's unpack it, starting with the man asking the question. Dhritarashtra was the king of Hastinapura, powerful, wealthy, respected, but he was blind, not just physically, spiritually. He knew his son Duryodhana was wrong. He knew the Pandavas deserved their kingdom. He knew what the right thing to do was, but he couldn't do it because he loved his sons too much. That love, unchecked, unbalanced, became the seed of destruction. Think about the people who know the right thing to do, but can't do it because they're too attached to the outcome. A leader who micromanages, someone staying in a toxic situation because of fear of loss. Maybe that person is you sometimes. A parent who controls instead of trusts. A leader who micromanages instead of empowers. A person who stays in a situation they've outgrown. Dhritarashtra is not a villain, he is a warning. Dhritarashtra is blind, but he goes to Sanjaya, his minister, blessed with divine sight, the ability to see what others cannot. In your life, Sanjaya is that voice, the therapist who reflects back what you can't see in yourself, the mentor who tells you the truth, you've been avoiding, the still small voice in your own gut that always knows. Wisdom is always available. Dhritarashtra has access to truth. He has Sanjaya right there, and yet, even with clarity available, he's still paralyzed by fear. That's the tragedy. Dhritarashtra calls this place Dharma Kshetra, the field of righteousness. Deep down, his conscience knew, this land brings out the truth. Here's what that means for you. Your life is Dharma Kshetra, your workplace, your home, your relationships, your own mind. Every single day, you step onto a field where Dharma, right action, is being tested. The question the Gita asks is simple: choose right or easy. When the pressure is on, when it costs you something, do you choose what's right or what's easy? Every decision is a battle. The two armies at Kurukshetra represent something happening inside every one of us right now. The Kauravas represent our shadow, ego, entitlement. Ego, entitlement, jealousy, the need to win at all costs. The part of us that knows something is wrong, but rationalizes it anyway. The Pandavas represent our higher self, integrity, courage, service, doing what's right even when it's hard. Which side are you feeding today? Where is your ego at war with your values? Where is your fear at war with your purpose? Where is your comfort zone at war with your growth? That is Kurukshetra, and you are standing right in the middle of it. The divine teaching didn't come before the crisis, it came because of it. Wisdom is in the struggle. It doesn't begin in a temple. It doesn't begin in meditation. It begins on a battlefield, in a moment of total collapse, when Arjuna drops his bow. When Arjuna drops his bow and says, "I can't do this." The divine teaching came because of this moment. Crisis is the doorway. If you're in your own Kurukshetra right now, overwhelmed, confused, falling apart, know this. You are in exactly the right place to receive wisdom. The Gita was written for this moment, not the peaceful ones. This one, crisis, is not the obstacle to wisdom. It is the doorway. Before our next video, I want to leave you with one question to sit with. Where in your life are you more like Dhritarashtra? Write it down. Be honest. Where are you letting fear or attachment blind you from doing what you know is right? That's where the Gita begins to work. Be honest with yourself. Thank you for being here. Share this with someone who needs it. Next week, we move to verse 2. Until then, walk your Dharma. Hari Om.